Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Scotty Mays comes in to guest co-host this episode where we are replaced by a men's soccer game. Nate Washington stops by to share a little Hope Flood with us. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right, it's time for the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. Or at least it would be time for the Life Radio Show if we didn't get bumped for a men's soccer game. Really? Men's soccer, of all the things to get bumped by, a sport nobody in this country cares about. So we're going to go ahead and press on with the show. We're going to have a good show coming up because Scotty Mays is going to be in as guest co-host today. We're going to have Nate Washington coming in, and we're going to talk to Hope Flood over the phone, hopefully, if we can get that working. And we're going to have Jack Wright in for the last hour of the show. So stick around. Listen in. It's going to be it's going to be something because we're just pre-recording this. So, of course, now we got to try to do it live in here knowing that we're not live. So it's just a weird feeling. Thanks a lot, men's soccer.
Soccer is horrible.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker at Wiley's Comedy Club, and you're listening to WWSU 106.9. I swear to God.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, even though Nate Washington isn't here. My guest co-host is in the studio of sorts. We're in this little dank room that smells like feet and butt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But hey, I have a handheld microphone, so anytime I say anything with a P in it, it's going to make everybody mad. Don't forget certain things you can't say. That's why you can't say
that's
that
right,
word, Scotty.
Because you pop the
P's. It's got a P in it.
Yep.
And you don't want to pop your plosives when you pee all over the microphone.
That's right. Still better than popping pills these days.
Well,
although our situation here is damn near a trigger.
yes, just remind you of the old days, Scotty.
It's like I never left.
So we're going to press on. We're going to have a great show, Scotty. Right. We're going to have a great show. How you been, man?
I know been okay.
I know we won't talk about everything unless you want to.
Hey, I'm an open book these days.
Because that's Parvo has a P in it. So I was going to bring that up. How are the puppies doing?
Zeke, he pulled through.
Good.
He is back to his puppy self.
Puppy. See, you have the thing over yours, so you can pee all over that microphone.
I have the protection.
Yep.
I'm wearing protection.
You got that protective sleeve over your mic. So
his brother Loki is struggling right now, but we saw little hints of progress today, so I think he may pull through. But it's just been mentally exhausting.
Yeah.
Like I'm wore out, and when you asked me if I could do this, I was like, I need a break. So absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
but then I walk into a room that smells just like my house does right now. So
they actually call this the Parvo room. This is where we nurse first year students back to health after they've
been dewormed and
after they've. Well, yeah, you got to deworm your first year students.
Absolutely. But I'll tell you, man, the love that these dogs have received is just, I think that's helped tremendously. And we were fortunate that the vet was very, didn't care about the money. He was like, just take care of these dogs. And, he gave us the essentials that we needed to help nurse him back to health. But these next 2 days are going to be interesting for Loki. So I think he'll be all right. He only threw up like a couple times today as opposed to...
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's not a pleasant experience, to say the least. Not to bring the room down.
Yeah, well, it's just us.
Yeah.
I don't even think they have the air on in here.
It is
I'm going to have
stuffy.
my shirt off later on. It is. Yeah, this is like Wiley's last weekend.
Oh, the AC, huh?
The AC was. everybody was panicking, and including me, because AC repairs aren't cheap, and we've already got one of our condenser units is down. We've already got one down. It's been down for over a year. We just don't have the thousands to pour into it right now. Well, this past weekend, the other one went down.
Oh no!
So I got back there messing around because I is an HVAC tech.
You is
sometimes. I went back. I went back there, and of course, to replace this stuff, since you can't get R22 units anymore, it'd have to be 410A, and you'd have to change everything out or flush the line set. You'd have to change the evaporator in the furnace. A whole bunch. That we're talking to have somebody. Even if it was just me and another competent tech doing it ourselves, and we kept the labor on the low, we're still looking at $2,000 to $3,000. So I went back there and looked at it, and fortunately, what was happening is the condenser fan motor was overheating, shutting off, causing the compressor to go out on high pressure. $100 motor, bam, good to go. We're back up and running.
Nice.
So
nice.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah.
So for anybody that's listening, when this eventually does get broadcast, which should be tonight at 9, after the soccer game, soccer of all things, it's not is soccer even a sport in this country? I think
it's
we outlawed
football.
it. Football.
Football.
Usually a football game.
They play on a pitch.
Oh, is that what they?
Yeah, so I think we should try and pop as many peas as we can.
They're playing on a pitch. Yeah, we'll just pee all over this berg. We'll pee all over this studio. So anyway, Nate Washington's going to be coming up later, and I don't want to. We're on a roll right now, but I don't want to.
No, it'll be an honor to be blessed in his presence.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
but I want to get as much of this recorded out of the way as I can,
sure.
Because eventually this is going to go out tonight at 9. And then it's going to go back out tomorrow at noon. Somebody, one of the new DJs wanted to shadow my noon to 2 show tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, come in.
Just push this button.
Yeah, you can sit there. And so that's how you do it. You sit here and you pre-record everything, and then you do it.
Sometimes you have to just adapt and overcome.
Yes.
And
adopt, adapt, and improve.
Yep.
The weekend, great weekend. I got to film some Saturday morning. I got to film with Chris Tony and crew. We're working on a TV series. We're hoping to get out there.
What's the format? Like what is
It's a
romantic comedy. You look like
yes,
a rom-com kind of guy.
I am a rom-com kind of guy.
Probably something in tribute to Christian Bale.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I idolize that guy.
I know you do.
He is great.
Does this take place in Florida?
Actually in Mason.
Okay.
Yeah, down in Mason,
nice.
Ohio, which is like the Florida of
Ohio.
Well, you see how I did my finger like that? That's like a toilet.
It's like stirring the pot. Yeah.
But no, we got it's a. It's an alien kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I play a very handsome, like extremely handsome. So it's a stretch. It's a stretch playing that, but I can do it. I think I can do it.
It looks like you're still in makeup, so I wasn't sure if.
Well, I mean, I'm trying. I'm a method actor.
So
once
okay. All right, you had me there.
Once I get handsome for a role, I stay that way.
See, a few years ago, I was a meth actor.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
I almost thought we related there for a minute.
You're glad I finished that statement. I forgot.
Yeah, it's okay.
I got to do some filming Saturday. I got to host at Wiley's for Joe Bates, which Joe Bates is very funny man. We had
heard Bridget even tore it up.
Bridget did a great job.
Yeah,
she always does.
Yeah, she's funny.
We had good audiences, and the last show, it was funny because Joe was talking about usually the last show of a stretch is like you're just wanting to be done, and it was probably the most fun one we did.
Nice.
And Dusty Harvey did a guest set for that one. He did a good job. It felt good getting back up on stage for more than just like one show and then not another one for 2 or 3 weeks. So it was good. The Saturday night shows were a lot of fun. The Friday night show was fun, but I was still a little,
working out the whole.
Rusty, I went with some older stuff and revamped it a little bit. So, but no, it was a great show. Willie Bostick's extremely funny. I don't know if you've met him.
Haven't met him yet,
from
no.
Indianapolis. Very funny guy. So yeah, just all around a great weekend.
Very cool.
Other than the whole air conditioning thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but even that turned out to be
it worked out for the best. I hope. I know I'm going to get a call any minute now. It's still because I'm an optimist.
Yeah. Well, you
know,
have to be.
I know that whatever can go wrong will, and I stay positive about that.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sit for a minute, and we're just going to have some quiet time, Scotty. I'm going to stop recording for a little bit. We're going to meditate. We're going to meditate and wait on Nate. That's what
that is
just came to me. I'm a rapper.
Yeah, you are. Officially, it's official because most rap artists start in their mom's basement,
right,
like this setup today. This is like the overflow of crap. Where we put it at? I'll just put it in that room.
Right. Well, that's
like you have a compact disc player in here.
I think that's why they put my show in here.
Yeah,
it's because it is just useless crap that they were trying to find a place for.
You change it to from the life to in the closet.
Yeah, put the old fat guy in there. We got
no
room
AC
for him in this studio. We have young men playing soccer. They're in shape. Put the fat guy in the closet and let him talk to himself. And it's pretty much like being at home. All right. Well, let's just take a break.
Sounds good.
We'll be back in a few minutes. Hopefully with Nate Washington. Are you done playing with? Hey, we're back. We're back. We're just gonna. We probably should have just kept going and not even said we're back because now everybody's confused because it's like we didn't do anything. We just
That's
skipped,
right.
And we took a break. You didn't. We're still waiting on Nate Washington. He last I talked to him, he was stuck in traffic on I-75. It's okay. That can stay open, Patrick. I don't care. We just recorded all that, so we're good. No. This is the kind of show this is just like this is a garage show only in a basement. It's like a basement garage show.
It's kind of like Unplugged.
I'm going back to my roots, like when I was in junior high, pretending I had a radio show and record. Okay, elementary school. It was probably before junior high. Well, I was too high in junior high. So we're just going to keep pressing on with this fantastic format.
This is
Scotty's excited to be there. I was listening to some of the soccer broadcasts that's going on while we're doing this, and we could sleep on the air for 2 hours and probably be more exciting. Because I'm not.
I wasn't sure.
Patrick's sending the messages to be more enthusiastic when they're announcing the soccer. It's like, well, they're playing. They're watching soccer. You know, even if they're playing soccer, that you're falling asleep while you're running across the field. So how do you watch soccer and get enthusiastic?
It's I have no idea. Not
even back in the day when you were.
Oh, I played when I was a kid.
No, I mean back in the day when you were on some.
Oh no, still
hold
then
on,
no.
Hold on. Hey, that's even better when you turn the mic on.
Yeah, just turn the mic on. Right.
I just got strangled by the headphones. Had the mics turned off. This is going to be a great show.
Yeah,
buddy.
It's a show.
It's a show. Holy show.
Whoa. Yeah.
So, didn't think you'd be doing this today. But no, this is like going back to the roots of podcasting. This is like reliving the first ever podcast where two idiots had no idea what they were doing, and they had really terrible equipment in a basement, most likely.
Yeah. Well, you still have idiots out there that don't know what they're doing.
Hopefully, Mom brings down some Hot Pockets later on.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Good to go.
Because at 42, your body appreciates a Hot Pocket.
Bring some Hot Pockets. Or pizza rolls. This has got kind of that old school feel to it.
Yeah, like this doesn't even seem like it's real.
Yeah, it's not.
We have imaginary guests that are supposed to be here. Like we should have just had a cardboard cutout of Nate Washington.
Yeah.
right here, like Nate Washington on the show,
Well, Ed John was supposed to be on. Ed John's not here, so
a.k.a. the Ghost.
the ghost dope. We could have had
Yeah.
him on just a dope a couple times,
Yep.
and it'd been everybody would have thought he was here. Yeah. How do you like that? How do you like that, Ed? You're not listening. That's okay. So, anything else new with you? Have you been doing any shows lately, or
No, the last show was at Wiley's a couple weeks ago. Then I took a little bit of a break, had some recovery stuff that I was taking care of, and got a big show coming up the 28th of this month that I'm really excited about, and getting linked up with the recovery comedy team.
cool?
All those guys with
Who's the recovery comedy team?
oh, there's a bunch of them. It's a whole like group of comedians who are in recovery, and they tour around the country and like NA conventions, AA
cool.
conventions, and wherever.
Where-
So you have
wherever they go where they're needed.
right? So you have the Addicts Comedy Tour as well, like with Mark Lundholm, which I'll be featuring for.
No,
Him and two other
yeah,
guys
that thing you
will.
just handed me, so-
Yeah, he'll be. Him and two other guys will be at the Funny Bone that following Tuesday,
Oh,
October
cool,
1st.
Cool.
And they invited me out to spend some time with them and get acquainted with the recovery comedy web page, so to speak, because we're going to try and get me up on that. And it's a good deal. I mean, things are happening, but I could be doing more. But right now, I've just been really focusing on
Couldn't we?
self-care and
That's important too. I need to do that as well.
dude, I haven't been in the
yeah.
gym in like a week and a half because of this whole parvo thing with the dogs, and it's
I've
driving
been
me
in the gym
insane.
In like 7 months and a year.
Yeah, but you've been doing movies.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
and on
I've
rooftops.
been getting very handsome for movies.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a method actor, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah. It's a methadone. Or,
Methadone actor.
yeah, methadone.
Every 3 seconds, you're like, line.
yeah. Yeah. That's a different kind of actor that does all the lines.
Oh, I wasn't acting when I did lines.
Yeah.
That was
And
the
you were
real deal
serious.
Holyfield right
Yeah,
there.
this is the real thing. I'm not acting. All this drug talk's terrible, Scotty.
It's just terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Just say no.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Absolutely.
Just say no. Yeah. I don't follow directions. Well,
Yeah, I feel like this is where 21 Pilots got their start.
yeah.
In this room.
At least a couple of them, anyway.
Yeah. A couple of the pilots. Yeah.
I don't know which pilot started here. Probably the Wright brothers. It's Wright State. So, yeah.
Hey.
I feel like this is where at least 2 of the pilots got their start.
So is that their dog?
Yeah, Rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Rowdy, right?
yeah, Rowdy Wright. Rowdy Wright.
Okay.
Not going to tell you what that towel was for either. There's a Rowdy towel hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
And that's looks like it's been there for a while.
Looks like it's
so.
permanently stuck up there
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
any pins. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's exciting. Exciting.
Yeah.
We're just
So you're going to
we're
milk
just-
2 hours out of this, huh?
Yeah. Can you believe that?
We are. Now that is.
That's going to be the
Yeah.
trick. Is,
Yep.
because it's different when you're going live because you got things happening. You got people
Yeah.
going by the window. You got people that are
Right.
able to send messages, call in. Now it's nothing. None of
Yeah.
it. None of the perks of having having a radio show. So yeah,
Enjoy the soccer match.
yeah.
y'all.
Enjoy your football. And I think we're just going to do the comedy rundown and play a little Potter's Field and
Okay.
because that part's still there. Yes. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by the letter P. Apparently.
Apparently.
Oh, this is going to be so much suck all at once. I think this might be the last show I'm allowed to do.
At least
Even
in this
if I-
room.
Yeah. Well, I hope. Well, next time, hopefully, I have a little warning ahead of time if there's going to be a soccer game. That way, I'll bring my own equipment in here, and it will still suck, but it still won't be.
I'm
as bad.
gonna protect you here and just go out. What he meant to say was soccer match to those faithful soccer fans out there, because we got to be a little PC, right? PC.
If it was a match, somebody get some gasoline and light that. Then it'd be exciting for a change. That would be perfect. Flaming soccer balls. That's how you make that game exciting. Because you kick it one or two times, your shoe's going to catch on fire, and you're really going to run. Then you see what your athletes are made of.
That's right.
Flesh, because
Flesh.
it will smell like burning flesh. That way you'll know what your athletes are made of.
The black smoke. Is there a new pope? No. That's the soccer team.
Nope, soccer team. Because you score a goal, that net's going to go right
Oh,
up.
yeah. Yep.
That net's only got one goal in it. Basically like a real soccer game. Soccer match. Sorry.
So this portion's brought to you by Flaming Soccer Balls.
Flaming soccer balls and the letter P. If you pee on the flaming soccer ball, no more problem. Problem.
You should just do that for the next hour and a half.
This is going to be great. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. Can you imagine how many listeners I'm going to lose?
Dude, I am sweating my flaming soccer balls off right now in this sauna.
And I even turned the AC on. It turned it up.
Oh, really? Because it
cranked up to
sounded like a
75.
coffee pot was percolating over here in the whatever this cabinet thing is.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I didn't turn the AC on.
You turn the heat on?
Brewing coffee.
You're brewing coffee.
Because we got there's a soccer game going on. There's gonna have to be some people wake up after that crap. All right, hey, we're gonna hit the comedy rundown and play some Potter's Field. So we'll be back here shortly. Thanks for being so excited to listen in. We'll be back in a few. Here's this week's Comedy Rundown, brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's historic Oregon District. Call 224-JOKE or go to wileyscomedy.com for all the best in Dayton comedy. Wednesday, September 19th, open mic at South Park Tavern at 1301 Wayne Avenue. That show starts at 9 p.m. Thursday, we have 3 open mics. September 20th, the open mic at the Spirited Goat at 118 Dayton Street in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 7 p.m. There's also an open mic at the Barrel House at 417 East 3rd Street. That show starts at 8:30 p.m. And finally, the open mic at the Hookah Bazaar at 958 Patterson Road in Dayton. That show starts at 10 p.m. Sign-ups for that are at 9:30. Thursday through Sunday, September 20th through the 23rd, Greg Warren is going to be at the Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green. And Friday and Saturday, September 21st and 22nd, the Comics Rock Tour is at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in the Oregon District with Hope Flood, Ray Jackson, and Nate Washington. And Sunday, September 23rd, Wiley Sunday Comics is back at Wiley's Comedy Club. That show starts at 8 p.m., so you can get out and see your local favorites and the latest newcomers. That is it. As always, check out wileyscomedy.com and DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming shows. And don't forget to show some love on Monday nights to shows at Hannah's at 121 North Ludlow Street in Dayton and the open mic at Ollie's at 518 Miamisburg Centerville Road.
She had a horror room, she was tired, you can't bite me.
No Move over, Jimmy Kimmel. Step aside, Conan O'Brien. Back off, Stephen Colbert. It's my turn. I'm Mike Shea, and every Tuesday on my show, Mike Talks Funny, I sit down and talk with comedians, actors, film fans, podcasters, anybody willing to get down, get deep, and get dirty.
I don't remember the first time I had sex. That was horrible. I didn't even finish the first time I had sex.
I've tasted what most comics want, and now I have to go back and eat the leftovers.
You're so brave for wearing that shade of lipstick on stage. My God.
Think of Last Comic Standing, and Mystery Science Theater 3000 had a baby, and that's the show.
My online doppelganger is also a larger black man. He is Adrian Miller. All the top results are he's a professor.
Interviews with great people, not to mention all kinds of awesome new music every show.
Hey, this is Don Smith.
This is Scotty Mage.
Hey, this is Kevin Goatee with Comics Watching Comics.
Brought to you by Eventide Entertainment.
Now, you've been staring over that edge for hours. And people die down there. And dying when you're not really sick is really sick, you know? Really.
All right, we're back on the Life Radio Show. This is the P episode, is what this is going to be known as.
The P episode.
We are still, yep.
Brought to you by R. Kelly.
Yep. Scotty May sitting in as guest co-host.
Hey.
No guests yet. We're still Nate Washington. Yeah, no guests. No guess is good guess.
Yeah, that's right.
We're still waiting on Nate Washington to show up. He's on his way. Been stuck in I-75 traffic.
What a surprise!
I-75 is about the most useless stretch of highway in the world.
Oh man,
I'm pretty sure.
I'll tell you what. I went to Chicago this past Friday, and all of Interstate 465 going up into Chicago is under construction. And then once you get into Chicago, there's more construction.
Lovely.
And it's like Dayton on steroids
wow.
with construction.
I was
it's
going to say,
insane.
because even without construction, 75 is a mess.
Well, yeah.
I mean, unless it's like 2 in the morning, I don't even bother with I-75.
Yeah, you got to pick your windows for sure when you're going to drive on there.
Yeah, well, because everybody else is picking.
The same window.
Yeah, well,
and
their
nose,
and
yeah,
their butt and their
popping their peas.
Yeah, popping their plosives, and they're playing with their phones, all that stuff that
playing with their
usually.
I can't.
Yeah.
Because
that's why it's just the P episode.
That's just the P, not the yeah.
We can get away with that. But we're still stuck in here. We've been listening to some of the fantastic soccer game being broadcast. The excitement,
quality, yeah. Excuse me.
Some of the excitement going on with the Wright State men's soccer team. Yeah, I'm
I
thrilled.
mean, I heard
I'm thrilled.
4 people cheering there, so something must be
true.
happening.
Yeah, I think those are all people in the sound booth.
Those were probably our listeners.
Yes, they're like, yeah,
heard that
we would have been listening to Life, but you saved us from that. So fortunately,
were they really saved though?
Well, I don't know. If you want to be saved, there's all kinds of kinds of gospel music and religious stuff going on down in the Rathskeller Lounge, or Rat Cellar is what we call it.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's the Rat Cellar, and that's where we put the Christians now. Apparently, been looking for a place for them for years, and we finally found it. Here.
The New Crusade,
right across from the Universal bathrooms. That way, it's just one more little.
That'll show those Christians.
Yeah, ha ha. Yep. So anyway, do we want to hit some news while we're waiting on Mr. Washington to show up?
I think so.
Okay.
I hope he walks in right in the middle of you doing your news.
Yeah, that's good. This is a story about Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Security camera footage from inside Washington, D.C., a Washington, D.C. condo building revealed who pulled the fire alarm that spurred an evacuation. A rat.
A dirty rat.
A dirty rat. Video recorded inside the condominium building shows a rat jumping from a handrail to the fire alarm, which is then triggered by the rodent's weight. The alarm prompted an evacuation of the building, which was not a fire. So it wasn't a hero rat. He was just playing a prank. Rat complaints to the district's 311 to the district's 311 public assistance line.
Is that the misinformation number?
Yes, that is the misinformation number. Rat complaints to the district's
yeah.
P.
He can play
brought to you
discus
by the letter P, but not R. Rat complaints to the district's 311 public assistance line have been steadily increasing in recent years, from 920 calls in 2014 to 3,153 calls during the first 7 months of 2018.
Whoa.
I think Trump is importing them from Russia. What are your thoughts?
Are
they Russian rats?
I think they are. Russian rats.
Right, because why else would they be pulling false alarms? That is a KGB tactic right there.
It really is.
That's
really
an interrogation tactic. They had somebody down. They had another rat down in the basement questioning him. He was tied to a little rat chair. They pulled the fire alarm, making that rat think there was a fire, and then they left him there. That is psychological damage right there.
So
that rat will never recover.
That was the real Pussy Riot.
Yep, well, maybe to them it was a cat alarm.
Could have
saw
been
a cat, and he's like, "Pull that alarm! Let's get all the other rats out of here."
Yeah. Rat Pack just isn't the same as it used to be.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Was there one with one eye?
Well, now you're getting awfully
named
personal.
Sammy.
Yes, yeah, Sammy the rat. So that's that.
That's that on the rat. A rat-a-tat-tat.
News stories just aren't the same when we're not.
It just
live
doesn't
on
have
the
that
air.
same oomph to it, does it?
No, it does not.
This is really. I feel like I'm sitting in an AA meeting right now. Yeah. This room is not conducive to a radio show.
Yep. Scotty, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, my name's Scotty. I'm an alcoholic.
All right, my name's Don. I'm also an alcoholic.
Practicing.
Yeah. I'm
You're
not
still
in
working
recovery.
on. You're still working on your story.
My recovery usually happens in the morning. Animal rescuers in Ireland said they're setting traps
for rats.
For rats.
They're exporting rats. Well, we've just found the source.
After reports of mountain lion sightings in the
Holy
countryside
crap.
were deemed to be credible. Probably they were sightings from the same people that usually see the Loch Ness Monster. Wait, this is Ireland.
Yeah.
Hey, Nate's here. Well, we're gonna put a cork in this news for now because it's a cork society.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We're gonna
That's
put a
good.
cork in this news story. Nate, here's what's happening. You're gonna have to sit on Scotty's lap
No,
and share that microphone.
I'm gonna scoot down.
I don't want to sit on Scotty's lap.
Fine, I'll sit on Scotty's lap. He's been asking me to anyway. There's water right there, sir, if you want to help yourself.
Awesome. Thank you. I will.
Welcome to the makeshift show today.
Yeah, what?
It's been fun. This is you're in the basement with us. This is Mom's basement. We got some hot pockets.
Hot packets.
Hot packets.
Hot packets.
Some hot
packets. Yeah, that's right. They haven't paid us. We're having hot packets.
Right, exactly. Just hot packets of ketchup. Actually, we microwave them for like 30 seconds. They're wonderful.
That
it's
sounds
like
disgusting.
Spaghetti sauce.
Sounds absolutely disgusting.
I'm sure it would be.
I don't want hot packets, and I don't want to sit on Scotty's lap.
You're not much of a team player today.
Not today, man. Like
this man's on a
not
mission.
today. You don't know where I've been.
Stuck in traffic on
Yeah.
I-75. How was that?
It was a pain.
Yes.
It was a pain in the you-know-who.
Yes. Well, that's I-7. We were just discussing I-75 as one of the most useless stretches of highway in the known world.
Unless you're a cocaine trafficker. Then
Well,
it's,
then it's perfect. It's
then
perfect
it's
for you.
the yellow brick road.
There, I forgot.
If that's yellow,
I-70
that might
and
be hair
I-75. Yeah, that's true.
I was telling him 465. I went to Chicago over the weekend. And
Nice.
There's nothing but orange barrels all the way up there, all the way into Chicago. And then Chicago is just a
One giant
barrel.
pothole.
Oh, God.
One giant
It was
pothole.
brutal.
Yeah, with cars fighting inside it.
Yeah.
That's
Hour
Chicago.
traffic jams.
Awesome. You can scoot closer. Don't be afraid. You guys are.
Yeah, I'm
just don't.
It's just like,
I mean, you don't have
what's
to
the-
go.
what's
You don't have
the-
to go cheek to cheek. You know. I don't know. We'll just
Maybe
try.
like to
We'll
join
try it
twins.
and see. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
this is
right,
all
man.
being recorded. This is. They're getting the technical side of the show tonight.
They're getting to, you'll go to any
So-
limits.
Yeah, we're gonna keep recording. I don't care.
So then things can be edited out then, like for later. Like
I'm probably not going to take that kind of time.
oh, okay. I'm just saying in case, because I'm
mean,
going to get.
Well, yes, they can, because actually I dropped one early and had to go back and.
He was quick about it though.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, hold on."
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Well, because
Okay.
I'd forget where it was, and then I'd go ahead and let it slide like I have never done before.
I'll mind my manners.
So we are in the presence of a gentleman who is going to be in the World Series of comedy.
Yes, he is.
I'm
On Wednesday, you're doing a show Wednesday night over in Belterra.
Yes.
for the series, because I'm actually, if I can get the time off work on Thursday, I'm gonna be over there for that show. So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Before that, next Wednesday I'll be up at Be Here Now up on the Ball State campus up at Muncie. I'm headlining that show.
So this Wednesday?
This, tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And then tomorrow is Muncie. Friday and Saturday is the Comics Rock Tour.
Yep.
And then the following Wednesday is the World Series.
I want to just kind of rub this shirt here, get some of this talent.
Yeah.
You might want to sanitize yourself. Dogs have parvo. You got a puppy.
Yeah.
Just let you know. I just touched it. Make sure
this is the parvo room. We
parvo
named that earlier because this episode is brought to us by the letter P.
By the letter P.
But I had to get
because I don't
some of this
have
talent.
because I don't have a any kind of screen over this mic, so every time there's a P, it's gonna pop it and throw it all over the place. So it's just gonna be. This will be like at least one of the top, 112 annoying shows.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take it. I'll take it.
Well, we were canceled for a soccer game tonight, which is of all the
Who?
things,
Who?
Wright State men's soccer tonight canceled, bumped my show.
How is their record?
It's soccer.
Judging by those announcers, I'm not going to say it's very good.
It's soccer. I mean, if it was like football,
Say
there'd
no more.
probably be a conviction record, but it's soccer, so it's like.
I guarantee you we're going to be talking about way more exciting stuff than you're going to see at that soccer game.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, this show and all of your shows are bound to be far more exciting.
They're going to be so much more exciting. Not to take a crap on the Raiders soccer team.
But we have been. It's okay.
But, hey, I feel like I'm better than you guys.
Although the last score I heard, they were winning 1-0.
Good. Go Raiders.
So that's exciting right there.
That's right.
Yeah, that's one.
And
that's what makes it. That's what makes it. So, even a good game, you got like 3-6. That means 9 times somebody went kick, and then how is I don't know.
He's gonna make me speak ill of the Wright State men's soccer team.
I'm
not
making anybody do anything they're not comfortable with.
He's trying hard to bait
except
me
for
into
Scotty. He was really uncomfortable when I brought him into this room and shut the door.
Scotty.
You can tell.
It was like old times.
Yeah.
Like, how bad do you want to smoke this crack, son?
Reminds you.
I'm just going to shut this door.
Yeah, we'll be okay. We'll get through this. You'll have a new story to tell in your recovery group next time.
You're gonna save some lives. You're gonna save some lives.
Oh,
Everybody's going to get
absolutely.
touched because I was touched.
Yep. Well, this is a touching episode. So.
Yeah,
on a touching episode of the
It's got to
life.
be the most intimate radio show I've
Yes.
ever done.
And I love that the air doesn't work in here too, because that just makes it that much. So we can be all crowded together. You two sharing the same microphone, and we'll just everybody will get
And
really,
jeans.
Yeah, and you're
We're
sharing the same jeans. Oh well. Yeah. Okay. That's always an interesting part of the show.
Yeah. They fit better now.
That's good. So tell me a little bit about the Comics Rock Tour.
The Comics Rock Tour. Oh man, that's this
not
weekend.
Not to switch subjects or anything.
Oh no, please help me.
From three
help,
hot,
help
sweaty
me out
men
of
in
that.
the basement.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Comics Rock Tour.
The Comics Rock Tour is this Friday and Saturday night at Wiley's Comedy Club. I'm gonna burp here in a second.
Go right ahead. This is a burping kind of
we
episode. So
we can cut that part out.
Nope.
It's going to be headlined by the amazing Hope Flood. She is a comedy vet. You've seen her on HBO's Def Comedy Jam, Martin Lawrence First Amendment Stand Up. God, so many other things. HBO's Def Comedy Jam. And she's going to be our headliner, but Comics Rock started. You know what? I'm going to let her tell you.
Okay.
Let's get
Hope on the phone and hold the cell hold the cell phone up to the microphone, and I will turn this up a little bit, and we'll see if we can make sure everything works well. Go right ahead. You can pull that over, Scotty. So he's trying.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. It was real quick. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that's.
That didn't sound very well.
We're okay. Well, we're in a basement, so.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's going on, Hope?
Nothing much is going on with you guys. How y'all doing? Thank you for the interview. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. We're all stuck down in a disused basement down at Wright State University right now, so it's I don't think the AC works. So we're.
This will be the last you talk to Nate Washington after this basement interview.
They got me in a basement, Hope.
He needs some hope right now.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. A little bit about the Comics Rock tour coming up at Wiley's.
Oh yeah, Friday. When is the date?
Friday and Saturday, Hope.
What are the dates?
The 21st and the 22nd.
Wiley's Comedy Club, Comics Rock Convention tour with your host, Nate Washington. I'm bringing some of my friends with me that won a showcase at my comedy convention I do every year in Los Angeles. And so we're coming. It's my first time at Wiley's. I'm very excited about coming. I need you all to come out, especially the ladies. I represent for the females, and I want the ladies to come out so you can hear us and my point of view on a lot of things and stuff. And, and I don't know if this is the first time they've had a female in a long time, Nate. You can tell them or not, but we need y'all to support our show.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So, Hope, can you? I was before we got you on the phone. I was kind of telling them about Comics Rock. Can you kind of give them a little background on the Comics Rock convention?
Yeah, well, the Comics Rock convention is a convention I created about 7 years ago for aspiring, up-and-coming, and intermediate, and even veteran comedians to help learn the business of comedy. I mean, it's one thing to get on stage. You got that down, but do you know the business? You know how to read contracts. You know your social media. You know, punch up jokes. Do you know how to get grants and loans? And so I took 28, 29 years of what I've learned in this business, and I put it into workshops and seminars for comedians to really win at this game, because it's a business. And the stand-up, that's the show part about it, but it's called show business. So it's 90% business and 10% show. And so I wanted to teach comics how to be able to navigate through this business and not just put all of their eggs in one basket and trying to work on just being a stand-up comedian, that there are other things that they could be doing, radio, podcast, voiceover. All of those things were workshops, seminars that I had at the convention taught by other comedians in the business. And so it was amazing, and that was during the day. And then at night they got to showcase at all the mainstream comedy clubs in LA that they would never get the opportunity to just walk in and get in on some of these rooms. You really have to know somebody. So that was a great opportunity as well for them to do that. And the winner of the showcase each night got a tour date with me. And so that's how we are at Wiley's Comedy Club this Friday and Saturday. One show on Friday and two on Saturday. You can get your tickets at Wiley'sComedyClub.com. You can come to the door. Nate has some 2 for $20 tickets if you want to get them in advance. But I need you guys to come out and support our show.
It's Wiley'sComedy.com. No club.
Okay, yeah, Wiley's Comedy. Yeah, get that. It's Wiley's Comedy, y'all. Wiley'sComedy.com.
.clown.
Clown. Whatever.
Well, it's interesting because I think that's one of the parts that most people seem to forget. Most comics seem to forget about stand-up is that it is a business, and I think it's really good that you're trying to help people understand that and help them get to where they can do more than just be funny. Did we lose her?
I think so.
We lost hope.
There's no hope.
Yeah, Scotty lost hope as soon as we came into this basement. But yeah, sometimes you just lose hope during a live broadcast.
Hold on a second. You there?
Is that me or y'all in the basement?
We're all in the basement.
Yeah,
we're in the basement and we lost hope is what happened.
Y'all in the basement with two Coke cans and a string, huh?
Yeah,
pretty much. You nailed it.
That's okay. I appreciate it. All 12 of y'all listeners, come on out.
Wow, she really overestimated that.
Right. That's why I'm laughing so hard. You said 12.
Yeah, putting us in double digits.
3 of them are in studio.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
I'm joking. Please come out to the show. I said something wrong. It's Wiley's? What is it, Nate? Wiley's?
The website is Wiley'sComedy.com.
Wiley'sComedy.com. Okay, go and buy your ticket. All right, hook up with Nate, and so you guys will be able to get two for $20 tickets, and you can buy tickets at the door. It's one show on Friday and 2 on Saturday. I'll be in there Thursday night, Saturday morning, coming all the way from
California.
Inglewood, as you can hear the sirens in the back.
Well, she'll be right at home in Dayton.
Yeah. 2 in the morning. Today was a good day.
Talk about it. Hey, are we gonna do Eventbrite too? Hope we still got Eventbrite jumping.
Do what now?
We still got Eventbrite jumping for tickets too.
Yeah, did we set up the Eventbrite? What was it? I don't have the price.
It's on the flyer, but I'll get you the event.
Okay, yeah,
right.
tell them the Eventbrite.
Okay,
and yes,
okay, cool.
Go on Eventbrite and pick up the tickets, and on Eventbrite as well. You can shout that out when you pull a flyer up.
Yeah, I'll get them. I'll get it.
Definitely. Yeah. So I'm excited about coming up to the Wiley's Comedy Club. You know,
it's a nice club, Hope. It's a nice club. It's the oldest comedy club in the state.
Yep. And the AC's fixed now.
Excited.
So.
I'm very excited. So they don't normally let black people over there, so y'all be on your best behavior.
Right.
Don't be bringing no extra alcohol in your purse or your jacket or nothing. They will have food on hand. Don't embarrass me.
Don't embarrass Hope. Don't make us lose hope. I'm telling. Don't make us lose hope.
Yep.
Right. Don't make us lose hope. Or whatever. Y'all, please come on out to the show and make me proud and let them know that female comics rock and that a female headliner can sell out a show and get some people to come. And of course, y'all love Nate, so make sure you come with Nate and then
Ray Jackson. Ray Jackson.
And Ray Jackson as well.
Ray just left?
I said Ray Jackson as well. That's going to be the feature.
Exactly, Ray.
Yeah.
And then I got my boy Uncle Bam coming all the way from Wichita, driving up from Wichita, Kansas. He was the winner of the showcase, and he's so funny, so funny that we're going to have a ball this weekend. So make sure you guys come to the Comedy Club this Friday and Saturday. 1 show Friday, 2 shows Saturday. And Nate, you tell them how to get their tickets. They can get their tickets on Eventbrite. They can get them at the club website, or they can get them from you personally, Nate.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yep. I'll get them. I'll get them all that. How can they find you though, Hope? How can they get a hold of you?
They can't. They really can't. they really can't.
That's the way you prefer it,
I'm a
isn't
leader, but I really don't want nobody following me.
Say that.
But they can get in touch with me on Facebook, Hope Flood, on Instagram, hope.flood. Email hope@hopeflood.com. They can go to my website, hopeflood.com. Get at me. I will be bringing my high hopes, some of my stuff. So if y'all want to, hook up and get some Cali love. Holla at your girl. Gotcha.
All right, Hope.
Yep, thanks for calling in. It's nice talking to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you for allowing me to call in. I appreciate it.
All right, so I'll see you later, Hope.
Okay, bye.
So Hope Flood, get out to Wiley's and check her out this Friday and Saturday. We're going to go ahead and take a little break, just because it's time to take a little break, and we'll go ahead and I think since this is a pre-record, I don't have to go for all their commercials and everything, so we can we can play more Potter's Field since I know Nate's a big fan.
I am a huge fan. I'm a huge fan.
All right, and we will be back in just when you don't care because this is all pre-recorded, so keep listening. Thanks. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM with a repeat broadcast on Wednesdays from noon to 2, or you can always stream the show live at wwsu1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email the life1069@gmail.com.
Drink some hot pot.